Like all good RPG space games, you start out in a little spaceship, and through a combination of mining, trade, combat, and exploration, work your way up to bigger and better ships. If that's the sort of game you like, then here are my top 5 space RPG games. Number 5, Avorion. An underrated procedural co-op or solo space sandbox, where players can build their own spaceships out of dynamically scalable blocks. You start on the edge of the galaxy, and one of the first main aims is to reach the center of the galaxy. As you get nearer the center, enemies get tougher, and better resources become available for you to build better ships with. As with all the games on this list, the progression of ships feels very satisfying. And in this game, you are building your own ships, which is extremely rewarding once you become familiar with the builder. You can spend hours and hours building some really intricate and detailed creations. You can also just use others' creations from the workshop if you really don't want to build your own. I find the best option is to find a cool-looking creation that you have the resources for, and then adjust it so that it flies well, and functions how you need it too, although some are pretty good to begin with. It takes a long time and some creativity to make a great-looking ship, but you can make it space-worthy pretty quick. You then get a really cool-looking ship that you helped build yourself. There has been 1 free and 2 paid expansions adding various content since its release in 2020. You can play the game how you like, you can be peaceful, or build a powerful ship with storage and blow some factions' cargo ships to pieces, and then sell the cargo for profit. Of course, there may be some ramifications to this behavior, so it's up to you how you want to advance in the game. Number 4, Star Valor. Star Valor is a top-down indie space action RPG game released in 2022, with an expanding universe of maps that increase in level and difficulty. Each map must be explored before the fog is lifted to reveal what lies within. And there are different types of maps that contain different things. Upgrading comes in the form of crafting weapons, or buying better modules. There are over 80 ships and 160 pieces of equipment to collect, and every merchant sells a different selection, so it's worth making an in-game note on the map if you find something useful but can't afford it, so you can find it again later and come back to get it. As you level up, you gain skill points so you can specialize into your preferred playstyle. You will need to hire crew to operate your ships as they increase in size, and some can be discovered as you explore, bringing different stats and bonuses to your setup. There's different factions to potentially align with that can grant access to better equipment and ships, and quests to make credits. Plenty to do in this gem of a game. Number 3, Star Citizen. You've probably already heard of this one. Originally set to release in 2014, it's been 12 years in the making so far. One of the modules, the standalone single-player game Squadron 42, has grown in scope and is now pushed back until 2026. With $750 million raised so far, you would hope it will be fairly decent. Funds raised are also for the Persistent Universe, which is a multiplayer, space trading, and combat simulation. As the name suggests, this is more of a never-ending universe that ties all the modules together. The reason this is on the list is because if you are looking for a space simulation game, you can play the public test universe.
Julius flight. Engage burn in flight heading 110.
It is currently still in alpha, so some serious bugs are present, but there is some content already added. However, you will need to purchase a starter pack to join.
Alright, here we go.
Missile incoming. Launch countermeasures.
Number 2. Everspace 2 is a single-player space shooter with plenty of loot and classic RPG elements. There is a story campaign with missions to complete, and plenty of secrets to uncover. You always get told exactly what you need to know, when you need to know it. And I was shocked at how well implemented and intuitive all of the puzzles are. It looks great, sounds great, and is a blast to play. It has an arcadey feel to it which fits it perfectly. In 2024, the game engine was upgraded to Unreal Engine 5, and the game has had many free updates. Alongside some supporter packs, Everspace 2 has one paid Titans DLC, which adds some missions and equipment. Well worth playing. Hopefully there is more to come from this excellent RPG. Number 1. Elite Dangerous. Elite Dangerous had been struggling perhaps due to its expansion Odyssey in 2021, which added ground combat with guns, and was received fairly poorly. I think that just about everyone had given up on this game and was waiting for it to fade into obscurity. But suddenly out of nowhere, in 2024 we started getting some much-needed updates in the form of new ships and a power play overhaul. Elite Dangerous remains at the top of this list because it is such a well-polished space game and varied gameplay of combat, trade, and deep and rewarding exploration. Nothing quite feels the same as hunting down and being the first to discover an Earth-like planet and having your name permanently displayed on the planet for all to see, and being financially rewarded for it, or cashing out millions of credits for being the first to find some rare biological plant life. You never quite know what you will find when you are the first person ever to enter a system, and that's the fun of it. There are a few different types of mining to earn a living, and you will need a ship outfitted especially for it. You can upgrade your ship by planning out the perfect loadout and then buying better modules, and upgrade the modules with engineering. This is well worth doing. You can speed up the process by following some helpful guides, which really streamline the process. To get the most out of the game, you might want to use a few external apps and sites, and there are some excellent ones easily available with a quick search.